back in the cut. Faye Talks and Randa coming at you with another video. I know I've been MIA, but I've been MIA because life is life, and some of that will be discussed in this episode on today. The last video I posted was, I think, maybe 1 or 2 months ago. It was about how God got you. First of all, I hope you're enjoying the videos. We have 3 up. My first one was about prayer. My second one was with my friends, Ivory and Morgan, who I love and adore so much. Also, pending, I'm going to Atlanta for my 21st birthday, celebrating it with my bestie, and we will all be together in Atlanta. So if you like the little friendship video and you may want another one, comment down below. Like my Randa, we love it. Do it again, because we're all going to be together. And I know we could also drop some more nuggets and have a full, real good, girly Christian conversation for sure. So if you do want that, comment down below. Let me know. We'll see what we can work out when January rolls around in Atlanta and all that stuff. And then my most recent one was how God got you, right? So this video, kind of want to explain what's been going on in my life. And a good chunk of it has to do with the theme I've decided of this episode is opening up, being vulnerable, and it's okay not to be okay. And it's just going to be okay, right? So these past couple months, life has been lifing. School has been doing what school does, stressing me out, papers, exams, midterms, which is normal because college isn't the easiest thing, right? It's stressful and extra and all this stuff, right? But one thing I have been kind of learning how to do, and I kind of think I really started to learn it a little bit over the summertime, I think specifically, is to open up more and be vulnerable. And it is okay to ask for help. It is okay to open up to someone and talk to people, right? So these past couple weeks, I've been feeling a little stressed, feeling overwhelmed, a little bit anxious, and dare I say, yes, a little bit depressed. Obviously, I'm good now. I'm good now. I prayed and opened up and all that stuff. That's what we're gonna talk about today. But I was feeling a lot of feelings. Now, one thing I am grateful for is the old Randa would have still been in a funk. Let's be real. Last year, I wasn't the best person on opening up. I wasn't the best person on being vulnerable or talking to anyone about how I feel or what's going on in my life, right? But this year, I think through also spending time with God over the summer, my family, and therapy for sure, I really realized how vital it is and important it is to open up and be vulnerable. And one, if you're watching this and you're like me, who was closed off or is still closed off and still doesn't like to open up, I see you. We're here. We're here. I see you. It is okay. And being vulnerable and opening up can be a scary thing. I totally understand it because I'm still working on it now, but I am still progressing for it. And with that also being said, it's a process. It's not an instant thing that's gonna happen, opening up and being transparent and vulnerable. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I prayed before I was filming this. I was nervous about even talking about this on my channel, about how I don't like opening up and what I was dealing with the past couple weeks, right? But like I said, I was feeling a little stressed, overwhelmed, a little bit depressed as far as just life. As far as education wise, my classes have been a little tough. And then also me mentally, I just really wasn't let's just be real, I wasn't feeling it. College was colleging. Okay, that's a word? Yeah. But it was a lot. But one thing I have to say is when it comes to opening up is one, talk to God about it first, before you go to people or talk to anyone else about it. And like, I told one of my friends this, there have been moments where I would just sit in my room and sit in the presence of God and just say, I don't know what to say, so I'm just gonna sit in your presence and say, I need you. And sometimes it be like that. It really just do. It really just be like that. Like, I just sit in God's presence. I'm like, I need you. Meet me here. And he will, trust me, he will have your worship music on, reading his word, praying. He will meet you where you are. But one tip I have to say, what I have learned is, especially as I'm getting older and becoming an adult, which is weird to say, that being an adult or becoming an adult is not the easiest thing. It's quite hard. Yes, people were warning us about it, but in the moment I didn't listen. So yes, this is my fault, but now here we are. We have to go through it, right? But it's hard. It's stressful. It's a lot. I was on the phone with my mom a couple days ago and she was like, Miranda, you have to make this phone call. You got to answer this email. You got to da 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 da. I'm like, Mom, you can't, do some of it. We can split up. And she was like, no, Miranda, you're the adult. Like, it's the law now. Like, there's some stuff she can't handle because I'm an adult now. Like, I just got to do it. I just got to do what I got to do. But that is stressful. And life is a lot. And one thing I do want to say as far as being able to open up and talk to people, God will put people in your life that you can open up to. Even if you're like me, He'll put them in your life and it'll be very clear, but you're still very hesitant. And that's how I was. And that is because I have an issue and I'm trying to really work on it, is I really let my negative thoughts, any negative thoughts about people think about me or negative thoughts about myself, I really let that get to me. And I've really been trying to catch it before it takes root, which is a tip for anybody who struggles with negative thoughts, because I see we're the same. So like when I feel a negative thought, like for example, I didn't do too good on the midterm, but everyone else in my group did. And I was like, dang. Am I not that smart? Am I not that cool? Am I not that, I ain't stupid now. So I took that negative thought because I know I'm smart. I know I'm not stupid. I got it going on, okay? You got to speak positive about it. But when that negative thought came in, I had to take it. I had to remove it, because if it takes a root, it's going to grow and make worse. And all the time, those negative thoughts are not of God. They're of the devil, and he's trying to play with you. And when I don't got time for his games, I just really don't care. I don't have time for him. So, but taking those thoughts, identifying those thoughts and be like, whoa, this isn't true about me. I don't know why I'm even giving into it, and take it out of your mind. It shouldn't even be there. It shouldn't even, That's why you act. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. But just taking that out of your mind. But back to God will show you people. He'll show you who you can open up to. If you're like me, sometimes I have trust issues with people because I'm just nervous on how people perceive me. But one thing I've learned is I say that God will make it clear to the people you open up to, because you won't feel judged. You won't feel like they'll look at you a different way. You won't feel like they may treat you a certain way after you say what's going on, right? God put them in your life for a reason. And also if you're like me and you're like, I still don't want to open up, that's okay. But it's like, at some point you have to open up to God. He knows your situation, but like open up to him. One thing I learned is, like I said, my sophomore year, I really wasn't opening up. And with that, I was suffering in silence. I was hurting in silence. Nobody knew what was going on. Or people might have known and were like, talk to me. And I was like, don't like to open up, don't like to talk to you, right? And it doesn't help. It makes your situation worse. Y'all, I talked in one of my other videos last year, my sophomore year, I was going through a lot. I was in a musical, I was in math, and everyone knows how math is for me. I was just a very busy girl, and I was busy girl, and I was overwhelming myself a lot. And it caused me to not be myself. Some people could tell, some people didn't, because I could put on this facade. But it drained a lot out of me. But I've learned so much coming out of that experience, too, which is amazing. Just looking back at it, it's like, wow, that's kind of crazy. That's crazy. God really that dude. But one, it's okay. Life is lifing. I don't want, whenever you open up to someone or feel like you're going through, that you should feel bad about it. Life is not easy. It's not. One of my favorite scriptures, Philippians 4:6, from the easy to read Bible. It says, don't worry or fret, instead of worrying, pray. So usually when I tend to get stressed out or anxious, I will literally just stop and go straight into prayer. Because I'm like, I don't have time for this. I can't. And also breathing. Breathing really helps. That's a tip that I learned a lot. that. Make sure you're breathing. But just go straight into prayer. When you feel like those moments are about to happen, when you feel like it's just all crumbling down. But I promise you, if you really just talk to God, he's going to meet you where you are. Journal, talking to him. It'll get better. I promise. It's a process. Like I said, opening up to people is a process for me. Opening up to certain people, it is a process for me. Like, even, I'm going to be honest with y'all, when I first started getting to talking to my therapist, I was not the openest book ever, because I was like, But once I felt more comfortable, I did, and it was one of the best decisions, because I know my therapist has the best interest in for me. You know what I'm trying to say. But like, I knew she was going to give me feedback. That's another thing too, is if you're going through something or you're stressed about something and you're scared to open up, I think it is important that you open up and talk to somebody, because how are you going to get feedback to help cope, or how are you going to get feedback to help you through that? And then also, sometimes for me, even if I don't tell somebody what I'm going through, I'll just be like, hey, put me on your prayer list today, or hey, send a prayer up for my Randa today. Like something like that. Sometimes, even if you don't feel like opening up or telling them your situation, please don't be afraid to ask for prayer. Please don't. I will pray for you. Anybody that's watching this video, I'm praying for you right now. Really, like seriously. Because it's just important that you talk to somebody about it or open up about it. Like I said, I'm still learning to this day about opening up to people and being vulnerable and talking. It's not an easy thing. If you're like me, you're nervous, you're scared. You think it's going to go wrong, or it's going to go bad, or all this stuff is going to happen. But God puts people in your life to help you open up. And God is also there for you to open up as well to him. He knows what you're going through, but he's also a listening ear. He's always there. I promise you, I feel like I said this in every video. He's always there. He's never gonna leave you. Dang it, I went over my time. Guys, I said I wanted to go 10 minutes. We're obviously past the 10. I'm gonna wrap this video up, right? I pray this helped you. When I tell you I was nervous to film this video, so nervous to film it. But I'm praying that it helps someone, and that you realize how important it is to open up. And like I said, it's a process. I'm 20 years old right now. I'm still in the process of learning how to open up and be vulnerable to people. You're not, it's okay. Don't downgrade or play yourself because you're feeling this way. Please don't. Because it's normal. Take it from me. Please don't degrade yourself or talk bad about yourself because of how you're feeling and how you're not willing to open up, right? But I heard a video about this, and this kind of ties into about suffering in silence and when you're not being vulnerable. At some point, you're going to want to stop being wounded. At some point, because at the end of the day, it's just going to not make it worse, but it's just going to keep growing, and it's just going to be a continuous cycle until you let someone in, right? That's all I have. Open up, be transparent, talk to God about what you're going through. And even if it's like, hey, God, I'm scared to open up to people. Reveal to people in my life, who am I supposed to open up to? God, I want to talk to people about what's going on in my life. I need help. I need guidance. There are people who can pray for me for certain situations, stuff like that. Just talk to him. Just talk to him. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm still nervous as I am closing this video right now. But like I said, I'm still learning too. Trust me, you're not alone. Please don't feel if you're watching this video that you're alone. I'm still learning too. So you're not alone. We're together. We're here. But thank you guys for the support. Thank you for always watching, for always listening. Send a prayer up for your girl. Just say pray for my Randa, whichever one works. Comment down below what you want to see. More videos are coming. Don't think this like the last one. No, we got more videos coming. And then I'm for real about me and my friends are going to Atlanta in January. So if you want another girl, Christian, real talk, faith talk episode with me and my besties, my sisters, my girls, please comment down below, because we can definitely schedule that in when we go to Atlanta. So let me know for sure, because I know they will be down to do it. And I know Morgan and Ibert would love to be back on Faith Talks with Randa. So Please comment down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video to someone who is struggling to open up. Or if you are opening up and somebody else isn't, like, just share it. Just share it. Share it to them. I love you guys. Thank you so much for accepting me, for willing to watch my videos, listen to me, because people don't have to watch these videos. They don't. But I love you guys. Thank you so much. I really love you. I'm praying for all of you guys. More videos coming soon. Not gonna give you the date, but they're coming soon. I love you guys. Stay blessed, stay safe. Okay, my Randa Faith Talks with Randa. It's where you act is out. Okay, love you guys.